Good afternoon, Tiger Nation, and welcome to Sully Anderson Field for Game 2 today. So just 30 minutes ago, got done with Game 1, which was a 7-1 Southeastern victory. Tigers looking to bounce back here in Game 2 of today's action to even up this series with the Savage Storm of Southeastern Oklahoma. Tuesday Melton, starting pitcher for the Tigers here. Behind the count now, 2-1 on Streetman for Southeastern Oklahoma State. That one's going to be left up in the zone from Melton, the freshman out of Benton, Arkansas. Tigers coming into this matchup 13-25 overall, 9-16 in GAC play, compared to Southeastern's 23-21 overall and 14-11 in GAC play. As that one's going to be slap hit over to Miller. It's going to be a foot race. Miller tried to dive at it, tried to get the tag. I thought it was close, but it will be safe for Streetman, so a leadoff single. For number 27, Streetman. That will bring up Lambert for Southeastern. That's going to be a laid down bunt there. Miller's going to place the tag, and the bunt will work. So sacrifice bunt there for Lambert moves the runner over to second base. And that will bring up C. Mahey. She was the pitcher in the game in game 1 for the Savage Storm. That one's going to be hit foul for strike 1. That one's going to be popped up on the infield. Aarons gets under it, calls for it, and makes the grab for out number 2. Tigers now 1 out away from working around that leadoff single from Streetman. And that will bring up Alvarado, the second baseman for Southeastern Oklahoma. But 2 outs now, runner on second base. So glad to be back here in the broadcast. Well, it's not a broadcast booth. It's a broadcast table up here at the top of the stairs. That's Sully Anderson. Said missed part of game 1 due to 1 o'clock class I had to wait for that was over to get out here. Tigers hopefully can bounce back here. That one's going to be popped back, fouled back behind us. It will hit a branch and land just behind the cameraman. 1-1 count now on Alvarado. Alvarado batting .309 on the season. So Southeastern tied for 5th in the GAC. Washita at 8th place. That's going to be laced into left. And Tally Turnbow barely has to take a step, and she'll make the grab for out number 3. And Tigers. And Tuesday Melton able to work around that lead off single. And force a retire 3 straight. And that will do it for the top half of the first inning. We'll take a quick break and be right back here. With the bottom half of the first inning, you're watching Washita Tigers off on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field for the bottom half of the first inning. Getting lineups put all here together for the Tigers. Looks fairly similar to first game 1, except for a few changes. Got Hope Wade, Heather Brown, Jocelyn Aarons, Madison Miller now playing first base. Lauren Lester, Callie Jordan, Jillian Jones, Tally Turnpoe playing left, And second base is now Aaron Williams. Like I said, starting pitcher Tuesday Melton. I'll give you some more stats on her in the top half of the next inning, but Hope Wade stepping in here to lead things off, batting .380 on the season. Wade, the junior out of Fort Worth, Texas, steps in and watches. Ball one go by. That one catches the outside part of the zone for strike one on Wade. Said Wade's missed a few games this season due to injury. So was injured at the first part and then had a concussion a couple weeks ago. That one's going to be outside of the zone for ball two to Wade. Wade with an impressive .418 on base percentage. Wade, you typically will find a way to get on, and that's going to be swung and a miss for strike two. So last year, second leading batter on the team. That batting average is up there good for near the top of this season. 2-2, that's going to be lifted foul down the third base side, and that will be. It'll just keep the count at 2-2. Walsworth is the pitcher for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Southeastern Oklahoma in their blue jerseys and white pants. Washita in the all-white jerseys today. Jerseys and pants. The 2-2 on its way again. That's going to be lifted foul into the bullpen. Wade putting together a good battle here. Tigers are going to need some offense. That's something they struggled with for most of the season. So last game was just a one run. I only had the one run. That's going to be lifted into left field. But Lambert is right there under it. She was playing a little bit short, barely had to move, and that'll be out number one. Tigers make contact, but tend to, when they do, they hit it straight to somebody. And the Browns down stop, batting .275 on the year now. That's going to hit Brown.
Way to work, kid!
And like I said, she will jog on into first base. Free base runner for the Tigers here with one out. It's the fifth time Brown has been hit this season. Helps that .336 on-base percentage go up a little bit. And that brings up Jesselyn Aarons, the third baseman today for the Tigers. Made a few good plays there in game one, or at the end of game one that I saw. Batting .167 on the season. Jesselyn Aarons out of DeWitt, Arkansas. That's going to be lifted. That's going to be found down the right field line. And it will head into the creek. Or I don't really think it's a creek. That's more of a ditch that runs along the right field side. It's an 0-2 count. That one lays down a bunt and almost caught by White, the catcher, but just fell out of the glove at the last second. Just be a foul ball, luckily. Oh, it's third. I guess that was strike two on a bunt, so foul on. Yeah, so that'll be an out for. That's going to go down as a strikeout for Walsworth. Said you can't bunt with, or if you bunt with two strikes and it goes foul, it results in a strikeout. Madison Miller will watch strike one go by now. Lauren Lester on deck for the Tigers. That one, a little bit delayed strike call there, but will be strike two on Miller, the senior out of Nashville, Arkansas. The 0-2. That is going to be laced, but well foul. Hard hit ball. It just pulled way foul, and it'll land over by the batting cages. Miller to battle with 2 strikes. The 0-2 swung on and missed for strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts in the inning for Walsworth. It will stay at 0-0. Both teams have now worked around a early base runner. And nobody comes home, so it's still tied 0-0 after 1. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experiences possible.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field, getting ready for the top half of the second inning of play. Like I said, still tied up 0-0. The Tigers looking to bounce back after losing game 1, 7-1 to Southeastern. So Tuesday, Melton, the starting pitcher here in game 2, the freshman out of Benton, Arkansas, led her team to a state championship last season. Comes in with a 3.98 ERA. A whip of 1.50. She's 2-4 on the season, making her 6th start of the year. In 38 2/3 innings, she struck out 24 and walked 13. Opponent's batting just .216 against her. She's going to try to keep that number a little bit lower. She's only given up the 1 hit so far today. That one's going to be high and inside for strike 1. Wallace, the third baseman. That's going to be laced into deep left. Turnbow's going back towards the wall and almost makes the grab at the wall, but couldn't quite get it in. That would be a leadoff double for Wallace. Thought that one had a chance to go out. Luckily, the wind has died down here a little bit at Sully Anderson Field. Otherwise, that one would have been out of here. Turnbow had a chance there, but couldn't quite make the grab. And that'll be a lead-off double for the 6-hole hitter, first baseman Fryrear. Comes up, and she's going to pop that one up into the infield, and Aaron Williams will make the grab. Thought that one went a little bit deeper from where I was sitting, but no, it was a shallow pop up there to the second baseman for out number 1. That'll bring up White, the catcher. We do have Hannah Hunter warming back up in the bullpen for the Tigers. That one misses. For ball 1 to White. So Jillian Jones, the catcher for the Tigers on this senior weekend. That one's going to be popped up, almost the same sort. It's going to be in foul territory. Jones can't quite make the grab, and she gets into the mud over there on the first base side. Almost made the grab, but couldn't quite get there. A little shaken up. Looks like a little hurt on the landing there in the mud. Looks like she got her forearm on either an awkward fall there on the forearm or hit the wall with it. So it's got the padding there, but that padding doesn't extend all the way over. Jones will stay behind the plate and get ready for the 1-1. He's had a chance to make that one. That was a tough play, especially in that area, because water likes to settle in that area here at Sully Anderson. Makes for some slick playing surfaces there. It was a good effort there by Jones, as that one misses for ball 2 from Melton. White batting .312 on the season. Does have 11 RBIs and has a runner in scoring position here. That's going to be foul for strike two. Said White getting ready to set back in here. That one. Off speed popped up. Wade makes the grab for out number two. It's an off speed pitch there. Couldn't quite tell. Might have been a change up there from Melton. Just popped almost straight up to short for White. And that's a quick out number two. Tigers 1 out away from working around that leadoff double from Wallace as Durst steps into the batter's box. With 2 outs and a runner on second base, that one's going to miss. Be ruled just a little bit inside for strike one. Said glad to be back here for Ouachita softball. Missed the past 2 series. One was spring break weekend, had some family plans, as that one's fouled back into the net for strike one. And then last weekend, I mentioned it a little bit in game 1, but I was in New Orleans for the Final Four. I got to work it, had a chance to. It was me and a few other Ouachita Sports Network seniors and our director, Chris Babb, got to make the trip down to the Big Easy and work with media relations volunteers at the Final Four. It was a fantastic experience, one of the many great experiences I've had here with the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. The 1-1. That one called strike two. Yeah, if you or anybody you know want to get into the world of sports media, Ouachita's the place to go. You got some fantastic first-hand experience from freshman year all the way up to senior year. So the Ouachita Sports Digital Network is continually growing. And that one off speed there. Beautiful breaking ball there. Just misses to even the count up at 2 across the board. But Ouachita's the place to be if you want to get some great hands-on experience early on in your college career and some sports media stuff. It's been a lot of fun. So we created it my sophomore year, and it's been a fun ride ever since. So that one's going to be lifted to right. Jordan's going to go back towards the wall, and she'll make the grab about 8 feet. From the fence, 4 out, number 3. So Tigers do a great job of working around a leadoff double from Wallace and get 3 straight outs once again to keep it at 0-0 on the board. So Tigers be up batting next, and due up it's going to be Lauren Lester, Callie Jordan, and Jillian Jones. If anybody gets on, it'll be Tally Turnbow. We'll take a quick break and be right back here with the bottom half of the second inning. You're watching Ouachita Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
At the time, I just wasn't thinking. I used social media to vent. I wish I would have thought about the effects of scaring people. I didn't mean for that to happen. People took it as a terrorist threat. The university got shut down. I got arrested by the FBI. And now, I don't know what my future looks like. I search my name on the web almost every day and look at the stuff. It's not going away. Think before you post.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Fielding for the bottom half of the second inning. Due up, it's 5, 6, and 7. Lauren Lester, the 5-hole hitter, stepping in, the sophomore out of North Little Rock High School. Pops that one up, and it'll go foul. Oh, it'll hit the light pole. And they bounce that into the southeastern dugout. That'll be strike one on Lester, batting .328 on the season. That one's going to be hitting to right. Durst going to come over and make a sliding grab. A great play out there for Durst in right field for out number 1. It was a well-hit ball, just like I said, it was near that line, but a good play by Durst out there for a quick out number 1. Then bring up Callie Jordan out, Crystal Beach, Texas. Had one of the hotter bats on the team earlier in the season. Settled down a little bit here. We're looking to get it up and moving. Now batting .259 on the season. First pitch there just misses for ball 1. Looks like that one might have been a little bit high in the zone. A little bit of a quick fastball there. Sun coming out now at Sully Anderson Field. Peeking out from behind the clouds. That one misses. Oh, no, that catches the outside part of the zone. 4 strike 1. Jordan stepping back in. Education major here at Washington, the Huckabee School of Education. The 1-1. Called strike 2 on that, a little bit on the upper outside corner. Jordan behind in the count now. Going to have to battle now with 2 strikes. That was left up in the zone. A rising fastball trying to get Jordan to chase, but luckily she knew better and held off on it. Count still in the favor. Walsworth look for an off-speed or a breaking ball here. The 2-2. Well, they're going to go fastball outside. I guess you're going to try to say fastball until Washington starts reading it. So full count here. Jordan with the chance to get on base. Walsworth and Stone. 2 straight balls. That one's going to be lifted. And it's going to be hit into the glove of the shortstop Beard. Another tough break for the Tigers there. A little bit of soft contact there. Popped it, or wasn't really pop up. It was just so little hit over to Beard. And that'll bring up Jillian Jones, sophomore out of Inez, Texas. If anybody's due for a big hit, it's Jillian Jones. Had a home run. Just about robbed in game 1. Had one that just barely snaked foul. And one that was at the fence. Wind starting to pick up a little bit back here at Sully Anderson again. So here's might be a good chance for Jones to put one out of here. 1-0 the count to the senior catcher as that's going to be popped up just at the edge of the infield to Alvarado. That's going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Tigers. So Tigers go 3 up, 3 down, and it will stay a 0-0 ball game as we are now through 2. We'll take another quick break and be right back here with the top half of the 3rd inning on the Washington Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Considering an online pharmacy? Explore BeSafeRx to find useful information and resources to help you purchase medicines safely online. A safe online pharmacy requires a doctor's prescription, has an address in the United States, has a licensed pharmacist, and is licensed by a state pharmacy board. It's best to stay away from online pharmacies that don't meet these criteria. Discover more helpful tips and resources at BeSafeRx. Go to fda.gov/BeSafeRx.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here on the campus of Washington Baptist University, located in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Getting ready for the top half of the 3rd inning, and due up for Southeastern is the shortstop, number 15, Beard. So it's 9-1-2. It's Beard, Streetman, and Lambert due up for the Savage Storm. That one is going to be fouled over to the first base coach. Beard was early on that one, and that was an inside pitch from Melton. That'll make it strike 1. The 0-1. That one's going to be called. Oh, just missed. I really thought that was about to be strike 2. A little bit too far outside the plate, maybe up in the zone. So it is senior weekend here at Sully Anderson Field. That's going to be hit foul for strike 2. So Tigers honoring the 7 seniors. You can see their numbers around the infield. Like I said, 4 of them in the outfield grass and 3 behind the plate. On the outfield, from left to right, you've got number 21 for Kendall Moyer, number 4 for Tally Turnbow, number 1 for Sarah Toller, and number 6 for Callie Jordan. Behind the plate, you've got number 7 for Jillian Jones, number 19 for Madison Miller, and number 23 for Maddie Terry. That one's going to be lifted to left. Turnbow gets under it and makes the grab for a quick out, number 1. I do know that on the roster, Maddie Terry is listed as a junior, but she will be graduating early, so this will be her final game, or final home game in a Washita softball uniform. So gets honored here on senior day. That one misses for ball 1 from Melton. So Tigers sitting at 8th place in the GAC standings. So into the tournament, that one's going to bounce for ball 2 to Streetman. She singled and made it 2. Second last time up before she was stranded there. So after last week's Washita sweep of UAM, Washita went from 12th place in the GAC all the way up to 8th. So they went from completely out of the tournament to that last spot. So these last couple weeks are going to be tough here for the Tigers. Tigers are going to need to take a couple wins here from the Savage Storm to make sure they get in that spot. Savage Storm sitting at 5th. So big few weekends left here for Washita. After this one, there's 2 series left on the season. That's it to right. Turnbow is going to get burned on that one. That's going to hit the wall. And Wallace is going to round second, but hold up there for Streetman. So Streetman with a double. She's now 2 for 2 on the day. What I was saying was 2 series left after this one. Tigers will be heading to East Central. Next week, and the week after that, they'll be playing at Southern Nazarene in Bethany, Oklahoma. That will bring up Lambert, who laid down a sack bunt last time up, so she's 0 for 0 today. Batting .273 on the year, does have 8 RBI. Here's the third out, the third in. Not quite in time. It was a good throw, it was close, but couldn't quite get the tag there from Wade. It was a good throw from Jones. Just couldn't quite get the tag on it in time, and that'll be a stolen base for Streetman. I don't think we'll see a suicide squeeze here, but I said Lambert did bunt last time, but she has a chance with an 0-1 count to bring in a run. That one's going to be popped up on the end, or it's going to be foul territory. Jones over to that muddy spot again, but gets there and makes the grab for out number 2. Big out number 2 there. Tigers once again 1 out away from working out a leadoff runner. Or not a leadoff runner, but a early out runner in scoring position. Good now is Mayhe. She popped up to third base last time up. Now 2 outs. Runner on third base for the for Southeastern. That one's going to be left up in the zone for ball 1. Mayhe 0 for 1 today. 336 on the season. 30 RBIs. So you look to add to that here. The 1-0 left up again. Melton not quite wanting to pitch to her much here. She has homered 3 times this season, but that big number that stands out is the 30. Under runs batted in. Tigers hoping to keep that number at 30 here. It's the 2-0 from Melton. All speed just missed the zone. Ball 3. On deck is Alvarado, who's batting .305. A walk here isn't necessarily the end of the world, as you do have a free base to give up, but that one is going to be called strike 1 on the inside part of the zone. He thought that was going to be ball 4. Instead, we got a 3-1 count now. Wind has just about died down now. Sun coming out, the 3-1. That's going to be hit into center field for an RBI single. Southeastern strikes first on the RBI single from Mayhe. Southeastern now on top 1-0 here in the top of the third inning. They'll bring up Alvarado, the second baseman. She lined out to left field last time up. First pitch hit into right. Jordan goes under and makes the grab for out number 3. So Southeastern gets 1 run here in the top of the third inning on the RBI single from Mayhe that scored Streetman after her 1-out double. Tigers going to have to try to make a comeback here on this one in the bottom half of this next inning. We'll take a quick break and be right back to the bottom of the third inning here on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here for the bottom half of the third inning. Batting now is Tally Turnbow. She fouls that one back into the net for strike 1. It's 8-9-1 due up for the Tigers. Turnbow, Williams, and Wade. Walsworth back out for another inning of work. Well, last week in the series against UAM, that one for strike 2. Turnbow had her first home run of the season, batting .333 now in the year. Making her 15th or 16th start, and that one's going to be hit foul onto the top of the brand new locker room, which just got finished up this week. A much needed addition here for Washita softball, which is in its 20th anniversary year. The 0-2 to Turnbow. And that one's going to be called strike 3. Looked a little bit outside, but called strike 3 for out number 1 there.
Hey, let's call it both ways now, all right?
Going to bring up second baseman number 26, Aaron Williams. Williams, he's, like I said, a sophomore out of Stunt Garden, Arkansas. Looks at strike 1. That one outside for ball 1. Williams making her 19th start. Missed several games there for an ankle injury that occurred in a warm-up from about a month ago, and that'll be swung on and missed for strike 2. One, two. Williams to battle now. That one's going to be left up in the zone for strike 2. Update from Durant, Oklahoma. Washita baseball up 12-4 over Savage Storm in baseball. The 2-2 outside. Ball 3. Count runs full. The payoff pitch from Walsworth to Williams, swung on and missed. Strike 3, and strikeout number 4 now for Walsworth. Back to the top of the lineup in home plate. So in softball news, just across the street, East Central took down Henderson State in game 1 of their doubleheader today. And also in baseball in GAC, East Central leads Henderson State 7-6 in the top of the 8th inning up in Alva, Oklahoma. That one's going to be hit into the stands for strike 1 to Wade. Wade 0 for 1 so far today, batting .376 on the season. This is going to be, like I said, it's been senior. We're talking about it being senior weekend. This is my senior weekend too, if you want to call it that. That's one I missed for strike 1. This will be my last time. Tomorrow, if we get to have those games, it will be my last time calling Wanastall softball here at Sully Anderson Field as an undergraduate student. As I said, I get to walk across the stage at Cone Bottoms in a month from yesterday. That's going to be hit, but foul, and it'll stay on a 2 count to Wade. So with this being my last series to be called here, I'm really hoping they hit one up towards me. I've been trying to catch one for 3 years now and haven't been able to. Like they're hitting the net. Like they're getting there. They've been close, but I've never been able to just snag one while I'm sitting up here. So they've come close, but never within grabbing distance. So hopefully, before tomorrow is over, I can get one. If I get one, I might keep it. I might have to argue with them on that, too. I'm going to try to keep it. The 0-2. That's going to be a hit up the middle, and that's going to be a 1-out or a 2-out single there for Hope Wade, her first hit of game 2. A solid hit there into center field. Brings up Heather Brown. Brown 0 for 0 today. Was hit by a pitch last time up and got stranded at first base. Comes in now with Hope Wade on first. Brown batting .275 on the season. Aaron's on deck. Wade goes. Here's the throw. Not in time. A beautiful hook slide there from Hope Wade to get under that tag. It looked like the throw was going to be close to being on time there, but a great slide from Hope Wade adds another stolen base to her season. That is stolen base number 11 for Wade on the season. That's going to be lifted up and foul for strike 2. As that one's going to take a short roll down the hill. And looks like Coach for Southeast is going to go and have a quick word with Walsworth. Said with this, the runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Sure, this will just be more of an encouraging talk out in the circle. I say no pitching changes or anything. Nobody's warming up for Southeastern. Brown now with the chance to tie this thing up. She does have 14 RBI on the year. Chance to add to that number here with Wade in scoring position. A well-hit ball here will definitely score Wade, as Wade has some good speed on the bases. So no 2 count. Brown to battle here. The pitch fouled back into the net. Stays 0-2. Said wind blowing out slightly to dead center, but not what it was earlier today. Said sun coming out, but we're in the shade of the nice big, I believe that's an oak tree above us. Could be wrong. Not a botanist, but it's a nice shady tree. 0-2, 2 outs here. Runner on second base for Heather Brown. That one's going to be outside for ball 1. So 1-2 count now. Up high in the zone. So the 2-2's across the board now. You hear them chanting that in the dugout. The 2-2, that's going to be lifted into left. But Lambert, I thought that was going to be a little bit more towards the gap, but Lambert gets under it to make the grab for out number 3. So Tigers strand one in scoring position. It's going to be still a Southeastern ball game, 1-0. Be right back with the 4th inning when we come back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Oakita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita. Ouachita.
Hello, I'm Taylor King. I've been practicing law for over 34 years, but long before that, I learned what it takes to be a good lawyer, caring for others. You could say it's a family trait, and it's one I've passed along to my kids. If you've been involved in an accident, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK. I want to help.
We want to help, to be on your side, by your side. I'm Austin King. Now, I've not been practicing law quite as long as my dad, but thanks to him, I know what it takes to be a good lawyer. I guess you could say it runs in the family.
Top half of the 4th inning coming up. Southeastern leads Ouachita 1-0. We're due up for the Savage Storm. It's 5, 6, and 7 as well as Fryrear and White. These 3 are 1 for 3 on the afternoon. That's me hit right in the middle. Way to dive, can't quite get there. So that's going to be 2 for 2 for Wallace now on the afternoon. That'll bring up Kay Fryrear. Also have been informed that the big tree here at the top, that's only Anderson, is an elm tree, not an oak tree like I called it at first. Definitely not an oak. That it is in fact an elm tree. Like I said, not a botanist. That's going to be hit. Brown's going to have to chase after it and almost makes the grab. Hit the dust at the top of her glove there. Luckily held that to just a single as it hit the fence. That just hit the top of the glove. I think if Brown had had my Mega Man, it would have been called. Of course, that glove's not regulation. Now runners on first and second base for Ouachita. For White, like I said, that was Fryrear's first hit of the day. First pitch there from Melton misses. Low for ball 1. Oh, looks like I think we should be back on audio. Sorry for some mishaps there. I think we should be back now. It is a 1-1 count. So 1-1 count here. Runners on first and second. That one's going to be popped up in the foul territory. Miller makes the ground for out number 1. One out now, 2 runners on for the Tigers, and that will bring up Durst, who flew out to center field last time up. That one's going to miss low for ball 1 from Melton. No count here. Sid Durst, 0 for 1 on the day, batting .218 on the season. That one misses for ball 2. Durst does have 16 RBI on the year and 4 home runs. Chance to add to that here for the Savage Storm. That's going to be in. Oh no, that's going to be called. Strike 1 on the inside corner. So the umpire had been calling. I really thought he was about to call that one a ball on the inside. The 2-1. That's going to be hit foul down the left field line for strike 2. Melton now even the count up. Tuesday, Melton, a good job battling back here in this one. A strikeout here would be huge to get that second out. Tigers have done fairly well working around base runners so far, just giving up that one run. The 2-2 popped up on the infield again. Miller comes in, calls him off, makes a grab out. Number 2. A big out, number 2 there. Tigers now 1 out away from working around a base runner once again. So we had 2 on with nobody out now 2 on with 2 outs. That brings up Beard, batting .259. That's going to be hit foul into the bullpen for strike 1. So Beard batting .259. Just 1 RBI on the season. So batting in the 9-hole position today and playing shortstop for the Savage Storm. Coach for Southeastern wanting to give Beard some words of encouragement there. With an 0-1 count, she steps back, or about to get ready to step back into the left-handed batter's box. So Southeastern out of Durant, Oklahoma. Sure, you've heard of a couple of their alums, and Dennis Rodman, probably one of their more notable ones that they talk about more often, as he played for the Savage Storm a few years before making it to the NBA. And then one of the other big notable alums is Reba McIntyre with their education major at Southeastern Oklahoma State. The 0-1. Called strike 2. Great pitch there from Tuesday Melton. Yeah, but before becoming a singer, Reba McIntyre, like elementary education or just an education major at Southeastern, wanted to coach high school girls basketball. And all that changed when she sung a national anthem at a game and got noticed as that one's going to be dribbled over to third. Aaron gets it. The throw over to first in timeout number 3. A great job there by Jesselyn Aarons and a great stretch by Madison Miller at first to get out of that one. Tigers work around back-to-back leadoff hits, or a leadoff hit and then another, like I said, a runner on second. Those back-to-back singles started off. They work around to get 3 straight outs and keep it a 1-run ball game as we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. So Southeastern leads Ouachita 1-0, and we'll be back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. First pitch there to Jesselyn Aarons, misses for ball 1, and here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And it is officially springtime here in Arkansas. A little bit of a late bloom this year, but that's been across the state. A lot of green everywhere. That's going to be hit into center field. It might get down, but it won't. A great play by Streetman out in center. She'd made several of those great running plays. That'll be a quick out, number 1. So these past few weeks, there's been, like I said, it's spring is in the air, and that's not the only thing in the air. The other thing is pollen. That's been a little bit everywhere. Luckily, the rain this week's knocked some of that down, but our black production trunk has been a shade of yellow recently, as that's going to be hit right up the middle for a 1-out single for Madison Miller, her first hit of game 2. That was sure will bump her average up a little bit. That'll bring up Lauren Lester. She's 0 for 1 today. Been batting .323 on the season. Comes in with a runner on first base. That was just the second hit of the day for Ouachita. That one called strike 1. Gets that lower part of the zone there. Fastball from Walsworth. great crowd on hand here at Sully Anderson Field for senior weekend. Lays down a bunt, but it's going to be in the box for strike 2 on a foul ball. So a good crowd on Good Friday, especially when a lot of other students have headed home for Easter break. So we did have, Ouachita did have class today on Good Friday. We take Good Monday off instead. An 0-2, Lester to battle. Up high, ball 1. Walsworth went back to that rising fastball, but just could not get Lester to bite on that one. So 1-2 count now. 1 out, runner on first base for Ouachita. The 1-2, swung on, fouled into the net. The Lester sophomore out of Northland Rock, the former charging Wildcat. The 1-2, off speed in the dirt, ball 2. Two-two the count, the pitch to Lester trying to battle. That's going to be outside for ball 3, and Lester has battled the count full here with a runner on first here in the 4th inning. That one's going to be lifted to right, and it will get out of play into the visitor bullpen. Lester stays alive once again. She's had a fantastic at-bat so far. An update from Durant, Oklahoma. Ouachita leads Southeastern 12-7 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Payoff pitch once again. That's going to be lined into the glove of Beard, and Wade is able to get back on, or Miller's able to get back on bag. That was close. Well hit ball, but just Beard was in the right place at the right time to be able to reach up and get that one. I'll bring up Callie Jordan. She is 0 for 1 today with a line out short. Batting .257 on the season. That one outside. Ball 1. Jordan, elementary education major here at Ouachita. Senior out of Port Neches, or Crystal Beach, Texas, and Port Neches High School. The 1-0. Called strike 1. Tigers have been able to get a runner on base, but only had in 3 of the 4 innings so far, but haven't been able to move them very far. That swung on a miss for strike 2. In fact, the only runner that made it to second, that was on a stolen base. Stringing hits together has been the one of the biggest mishaps for this Tigers team this season. They've been able to get some hits here and there, but they can't quite put them together and able to bring some runs in. This has been the case so far today for Ouachita as Jordan calls time and steps back out. It actually looks like the catcher called time, wants to go talk with Walsworth. So Miller on first base. I think getting ready to start back in here in just a second. The clouds have moved back in a little bit here at Sully Anderson. Jordan getting set once again. 1-2, gonna have to battle here. That one's gonna be high and outside. For ball 2, 2's across the board now for the Tigers. The 2-2 from Walsworth. That's going to be hit into the gap in right field. That one's going to one up the fence. They're going to send Miller home. It's going to be a play at the plate and no tag attempt. And we are tied up at 1 apiece on the RBI double from Callie Jordan. Jordan was due for a big hit there. And there it was. We are tied up at 1 apiece. A fantastic crowd reaction there on that one. A great hit from Callie Jordan, able to burn both outfielders.
Take 4 right, Jill. Let's go.
That brings up Jillian Jones. You want to talk about a big hit due up? It's going to be her again. Let's see what she can do here. Let's hope that hit from Callie Jordan can send a spark to this Ouachita team. And we can get a few hits together here in a 2-out rally. That was a fantastic hit for Jordan. Over there towards the 205 mark on the fence, the 1-0 called. Strike one. Jones batting .283 on the season. 0 for 1 today. She popped up to second base last time. Jones 3 homers on the season. Good for team lead. That's going to be popped up again on the infield. Or it's going to be foul and grabbed by the third baseman in foul territory. And that will do it for the 4th inning, but Tigers tie things back up on the RBI double from Callie Jordan. Scored Miller all the way from first. And it is now 1-1 here at Sully Anderson Field. We'll take a quick break. Be right back with the top half of the 5th inning. You're watching Ouachita Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. It is a whole new ball game here in Arkadelphia. It is 1-1 here in the top of the 5th inning due up for Southeastern. It is 1, 2, and 3. So a dangerous person to have leading things off. It's Streetman, who is 2 for 2 with a single, a double, and a run scored. That one's going to be called strike one. Melton back out for her 5th inning of work. So giving up 6 hits. And that one's going to be a great grab for Hope Wade out there. A fantastic snag there for out number 1. Been waiting on Hope to make one of those tough plays. Like I said, a quick out number 1. And that will bring up Lambert. Lambert 0 for 1 today. Had a sacrifice button pop up and swings and misses at that one. Lambert batting .270 on the season. That one's going to be popped up into foul territory. Miller coming up and makes that grab for out number 2. Quick out there. And that will bring up Mayhe. 1 for 2 with an RBI single. That came back in the 3rd inning. Comes up with 2 outs and nobody on. That's going to be laced into left and right. Tally Turnbow had to go over a few steps, but a great grab there. Fantastic read for the senior. And that is a quick 1, 2, 3 inning. That is the first time today that Southeastern has not gotten a hit in an inning and hadn't had a runner on. So that will do it for the top half of the 5th inning. Tigers looking to keep that momentum on their side and hopefully take a lead for the first time today when we come back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together, I feel like.
I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
On December 7, 2005, I was deployed to Baghdad, Iraq. As I was searching for the bomb, the bad guy and the bomb found me first. After the explosion, I was left with a 1% chance of living. During my road to recovery, I had a tremendous amount of support from friends and families and the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes. The primary mission of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is to offer financial emergency assistance to veterans and their families.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more.
And welcome back to Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Turnbow swings and misses at that one. It's 8-9 and 1 due up. Turnbow struck out looking last time. Batting .326 on the year. That one's going to be popped up on the infield over to second base, and it will be grounded by Alvarado for out number 1. Walsworth has been good at getting a little bit of soft contact for the most part today. I'll bring up Aaron Williams. She struck out swinging last time up in the 3rd inning. 1 out, nobody on for the sophomore out of Stuttgart, Arkansas, the former Rice Bird. A swing and a miss there for strike 1. Williams batting .143, scored a couple runs this season, making her 19th start. The 0-1. Off speed into the dirt. Ball 1. The 1-1 misses for ball 2. Williams also walked a few times this season. Heading the count here, 2-1. That's going to be popped up. It's a hard hit, but right into foul territory, and the first baseman, Fryrear, grabs that one. And it's a quick out number 2 there. Takes us back to the top of the lineup in Hope Wade. Wade 1 for 2 today, batting .383 on the season. Had a hit and stolen base back in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss there for strike 1. The 0-1 up high in the zone, ball 1 to Wade. The 1-1 to Wade. That's going to be hit, but foul. Down the left field line. So 2 outs here, nobody on base for Wade. Going to have to battle here. When Wade gets on, she scores a lot. Like I said, she's gotten 23 runs scored on the year. It's going to be tough here, even if she does get on with 2 outs. The 1-2. That's going to miss for ball 2. 2's across the board now for the Tigers. The 2-2. That's going to be hit foul. Oh, they're going to rule that a fair ball? I must have been touched by the 3rd baseman. Take it as a single. It must have been hit. It must have been hit by Wallace in fair territory before being kicked foul. So that'll be a 2-out single for Hope Wade, making her 2nd hit of the game. Won't complain for that. Helps out the Tigers. Puts a runner on for Heather Brown. Brown 0 for 1 today. Hit by pitch in the 1st inning. That one up in the zone a little bit for ball 1. Wade getting a pretty good lead out there. She's already stolen one base today. They'll be looking for her to get another. The 1-0 swung on and missed for strike one. Wade wants to steal. The 1-1 from Walsworth. That one catches the outside part of the zone. Strike two. Much to the dislike of the crowd. So that was a borderline pitch. One, two, runner goes. Here's the throw on the bounce, not in time. Another great slide there from Hope Wade, her second stolen base of the afternoon. And that will put a runner in scoring position. 2-2 count here. Chance for Ouachita to take a lead with a well-placed hit from Heather Brown. The 2-2 swung on and missed for strike three. So the Tigers need to leave another runner stranded. And the game will stay tied at 1. We're through 5 now. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. Looks like we have Kendall Moyer heading back out into left field for Ouachita. Taking over for Tally Turnbow, letting both seniors get some time out in the field. Due up for Southeastern, it will be 4, 5, and 6. Alvarado, Wallace, and Fry rear. Maryland Alvarado 0 for 2 on the day. Batting .302 on the season. First pitch from Melton. Fastball inside. Strike one. Melton with a fantastic start so far today through 5 innings, and that's going to be lifted deep into left. Moyer back at the wall and makes the grab about 2 steps in front of it for out number 1. Well hit ball there from Alvarado, just not quite enough under, and Moyer quick to get back on that one. That will bring up Wallace. Wallace is 2 for 2 with a double and a single today. Dangerous one to pitch to, even with 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one's going to be popped foul in between the concession stand and the locker room for strike 2. Melton well ahead in the count here, 0-2 on Wallace, who's been a dangerous hitter all day today for the Savage Storm. That's going to be hit right under Melton. And that will be a 1-out single. Wallace improves to 3 and 3 on the day. Tough play there for Melton. And that will bring up Fry rear. She's 1 for 2, batting .260 on the season. Update from Durant, Oklahoma, Ouachita baseball. Still on top this time. Now 13-8 in the top of the 8th inning. Be caught on strike 1. The 0-1 to Fry rear, up high, ball one. Corners playing even with the bags. Middle infield back at the edge of the dirt. Take a few steps in on the pitch, and that one's going to be hit. Foul for strike two. Moyer playing back a few steps. That's going to be hit to right, a little bit opposite field. Jordan comes up, calls off Williams, and makes the grab for out number two. Good grab there by Jordan. Some good communication for the Tigers there, calling Williams off at second. Jordan had the better read on it. A quick 2 outs there. That will bring up White, who is 0 for 2 today with 2 pop-ups. Just popped up to short and popped up to first base in foul territory. Today, 2 outs, ball one, so it's a 1-0 count now. One-0 inside. Too far inside. Ball two. Crowd getting into it a little bit here as that one's been a borderline pitch today. It's gone both ways. Just didn't go the Tigers' way that time. That's going to be hit up the middle. Scooped up by Williams, or she's going to kick it into the outfield. Runner's not going to go. It was a good slide attempt. And Aaron Williams did a good job there knocking it down at least. Keeping the runner from getting any extra bases. And that did go down as a single. And that will bring up the right fielder Durst, who's 0 for 2 today. A fly out and a pop-up. Durst batting .216 with 16 RBIs on the year. Calling strike one. Said game 3 of the series will be set for tomorrow at 11. It might be pushed back due to weather. That one gets called for strike two. Like I said, weather's supposed to be moving in the morning, which could go either way. I've seen a lot of change in that weather forecast over the past few hours, so we'll be sure to keep you updated. Follow Washita Sports Digital Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, OSDN Media. If you're on Twitter and Instagram, or Washita Athletics on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Mainly Facebook and Twitter for Washita Athletics to keep updated in case we have a schedule change. The 1-2 just misses up high, ball two. So senior day activities or ceremony will also be tomorrow. The 2-2. Swung on in, missed, strike three. First strikeout of the day for Tuesday Milton. And a big one right there ends the top half of the sixth inning. And Savage Storm leads 2 more stranded. Tigers with a chance to try to take a lead once again as we head to the bottom half of the sixth inning. We'll take a short break and be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Do it for the Tigers. It is 3, 4, and 5, so meet the lineup here. It's Jesselyn Aarons, Madison Miller, and Lauren Lester. Aarons is 0 for 2 today. He's going to hit that one into center field. Streetman's going to come up and make the grab for out number 1. Back-to-back flyouts to center field for Aarons. That'll bring up Madison Miller. She's 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a single with a run scored. She laced a single back in the 4th inning. That one low for ball 1. Miller due for a big hit. I mean, she led the team in home runs last year. Hadn't hit one yet this year. That one's going to be inside. Those close ones like that, you kind of want to see the Watchtower take those and take the free base runner. 2-0 the count. Outside, but called strike 1. Miller not happy with that one, neither is most of the crowd.
Hey, we missed that one now.
A 2-1 from Walsworth. Hit. Foul. Strike 2. Miller now going to have to battle here with 2 strikes on her. She's done it before this season. She's batting .258 on the year. Nobody on base, 1 out here. Bottom of the 6th inning in a 1-1 ball game. The 2-2 fouled back again into the pole. Stays a 2-2 count. Miller's seeing it well so far at this at bat. She's made contact a couple times. Just needs to straighten one out here. She's got the power to put it out of here and to give the Tigers a lead. We'll see what she can do here on this 2-2 pitch. Inside. Defensive swing there into the Ouachita dugout. Stays a 2-2 count. Still 1 out, nobody on. Miller, the senior pitcher infielder out of Nashville, Arkansas. She's been in the circle all 4 years here for the Tigers. The 2-2 off-speed hit down the right infield line, and it will stay foul. A great battle so far from Madison Miller. Looks like the Clouds are going to be here to stay at Sully Anderson for the remainder of today's game. Quick timeout there for White to talk to her pitcher, Walsworth. So Miller trying to keep it alive here. 2-2 count. She's found several off. Getting deep into this at bat here, trying to stay alive. The 2-2. That's going to be fouled. Another pitch coming up. That one is going to be fouled into the home bullpen. We will see another 2-2 pitch coming up. Pitch should be nearing a double digit. Or at bat, nearing double digit pitches here. That one outside for ball 3. Miller has done a fantastic job running this count full. The payoff pitch from Walsworth. Laced foul. We'll see another one. Miller making good contact. She's seeing the ball well. She's been all over it here at this at bat. Chance here to turn on one and swing the game in Ouachita's favor. Payoff pitch again. That's going to be hit up the middle, and that's going to get down and one off the fence. Miller's going to round first, heading into second. There is. The throw is not in time, and that's a 1-out double for Madison Miller. A fantastic battle there for the senior from Nashville. It looks like we'll have a pinch runner coming in. It's going to be number 18. I believe that's going to be Mackenzie Amaya, a freshman on this Ouachita team. So pinch runner in now for Madison Miller and Mackenzie Amaya now on second base. The go-ahead run now in scoring position for Lauren Lester. Lester 0 for 2 today, but she's made contact well on both hits. See what she do here with one out and a runner on second base. In a game like this, you'd almost go for a bunt and try to advance the runner over. Just play some small ball here if you're Ouachita. Doesn't show bunt. They're going to throw it back down to second. But Amaya will stay on. So 1-0 count now as that one missed. First base playing about a step up. Third base even, so they might be watching for the bunt here. That's going to be fouled back for strike one. One count, one out runner on second. The pitch to Lester. That's going to hit her, and that'll put her on for Callie Jordan. Second hit by pitch today for the Tigers. First time on base for Lauren Lester. Lester had the RBI double in the fourth inning that tied things up. It looks like we might have another pinch runner coming in. And we will. This is going to be number 5, Emma McCorkle, to run for Lauren Lester. Emma McCorkle coming into pinch run. 2 pinch runners on now. You got Amaya on second base and McCorkle on first base. Callie Jordan stepping in with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. McCorkle's pretty fast, so a well-placed ball could have 3 in scoring position here, or 2 in scoring position for the Tigers. And we're going to call time again as coach is going to have a word with Walsworth out in the circle. But Tigers had the momentum heading in their favor. They're going to try to go ahead here. It's 1-1 ball game, 1 out, 2 runners on for Ouachita. Do or die situation here. The Tigers, like I said, just barely in the GAC tournament. They need a win here to really stay alive and keep that chance of making the GAC tournament. So Harding was leading Northwestern. That's the other team that's below us, so that helps. First pitch to Jordan. Called strike one. East Central and Henderson are the other couple teams that are below Ouachita in the rankings. Those teams were playing each other, so that really doesn't help one or doesn't help us either way, which way that one wins. But the 0-1. That one misses for ball one, but Harding beating up on Northwestern should bump them down a little bit further in the standings and help Ouachita. The 1-1 pitch, 1 out here for Jordan. Outside, ball 2. Jillian Jones on deck. She's due up for a big hit. She's 0 for 2 so far in game 2. Jones needs a hit like she had last time that went off the fence. The 2-1. A little bit up, but called. Strike 2 on the top part of the zone. The 2-2 to Jordan. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get down. Amaya's going to round third and head on home. McCorkle rounding third. They're sending her. Another RBI double for Callie Jordan. This time it brings in 2, and your Tigers take a 3-1 lead over Southeastern. Another clutch hit there from Callie Jordan. So that scored Amaya from second and scored McCorkle all the way from first. That one went to the other side of her previous double. A great, well-placed hit there for Callie Jordan. That bat's coming alive once again here. See if they can keep it going. Jillian Jones, she's been held hitless so far in this game. See what she can do here with a runner on second base. She will watch at strike one as it kind of came off and swept across the plate coming from my left to right. But what a well-timed, another great hit from Callie Jordan, the senior from Crystal Beach, really coming in clutch for the Tigers, and that one just finds the zone for strike two. Jones thought that one's going to be ball one, but not the case. The 0-2, that one's outside, ball one. Crowd letting the umpire know on this one. So Jones due for a big hit. She's got 3 homers on the year, leading the team. She had 5 last season. The 1-2 to Jones. Outside, ball 2. It's a tough job laying off of those. Like those pitches have been that borderline spot where umpires called them a few strikes, a few balls. You don't know which way that's going to go. The 2-2 from Wallsworth to Jones. Swung on. That hit her. So I'm not sure if that hit the bat first or ricocheted off her arm, but it came up and hit Jones in the face. Looks like it got her nose. A tough spot there for Jones. Like that just came up and got her right on the nose on the swing. The athletic trainer Heather Price out there along with coach Grimes trying to help her out. So just a tough break there. We're going to throw it to, we're going to take a quick break and be right back here in just a minute here on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experiences possible.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field, still here in an injury timeout. Like I said, came off the, like I said, Jillian Jones swung on it and hit inside on the bat and came up and hit her in the nose, right above the nose. Players from both teams now gathered outside Washita's dugout to say a quick prayer for the senior catcher. Like I said, a tough situation there. They didn't hit her, and she just took a couple steps and immediately dropped. Like I said, most of her family was here. They're out there with her there, and you've got the coaches and assistant or athletic trainers and athletic director David Sharp out there as well. It's a tough situation there. So there's not like I said, you hate to see it. One of those freak accidents there, just awkward off the swing. And like I said, just came up and got her right on the nose. Looks like they're trying to decide on. Just trying to get her off the field here. So we've gotten some ice packs out there for athletic trainer for Southeastern out there also helping out. Just a tough spot for Washita and Jillian Jones. So you hate to see that anytime, you especially hate to see it on a senior weekend like this. So those hits up at the nose and that area are just extremely tough to see. Our crew here did a good job getting out there to her. We're going to take another break for just a couple minutes and give you an update here in just a few minutes. We're going to take another quick break here on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experiences possible.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Just missed the standing ovation there for Jillian Jones as they get her into the cart there. And she's going to get, like I said, fear that nose is most likely broken. Going to have to get checked out at Baptist Health down the road here in Arkadelphia. So a tough spot there for the Tigers, but there's none tougher on this team than Jillian Jones. So she's giving the thumbs up and waving as she rides off the field. So just a tough spot there for the Tigers. Looks like Ryan Rector is going to be batting in place of Jillian Jones. We'll see if she comes back in to catch or if Maddie Terry puts on the gear, as Maddie Terry was out there helping. Jillian out there. Get a few warm-up pitches here for Wadsworth, and we will get started. We'll have a runner on second base and Callie Jordan. And so Ryan Rector comes up with a 2-2 count on her. Oh, this is going to be Emma Mays, not Ryan Rector. Emma Mays stepping in now. Emma Mays to pinch hit in this situation. She's going to hit it over to third. It's got by Wallace. Wallace checks runner at third. Here comes Jordan into third. Throw is off the mark. And so basically a swinging bunt there for Emma Mays moves Jordan over to third base. It's going to go down as a ground out to third. And that's going to bring up Kendall Moyer with a runner on third and 2 outs now. That one's going to be called strike 2 on Moyer. Like Moyer in batting for Turnbow. He said, from what I heard from Charlie Fowler, one of the softball assistants here, who had walked down and checked, or was helping out with Jillian, that one's going to be hit foul. But like I said, hit Jones on the right side of the nose and split that open. So she is most likely on her way to get some stitches. And just in time for her art senior exhibit at Moe's and Provine tonight. So she's going to get to go there with a little bit of extra stitches on her nose. So that one misses for ball 1-2. Kendall Moyer. 1-2 count on the senior from Lampasas, Texas. Tigers trying to add to their 2-run lead here. Moyer is trying to bring in Jordan from third. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And that will do it for the bottom of the 6th inning. But the Tigers are on top, 3-1 on the 2 RBI double from Callie Jordan that brought in Mackenzie Maya and Emma McCorkle, who are on base, pinch running for Madison Miller and Lauren Lester, who had a single and a hit by pitch. And the Tigers with a chance to end this one here as we head to the top half of the 7th inning, due up for Southeastern. It will be 9-1-2. Last update on baseball. Washita still up 13-8 in Durant, Oklahoma in the bottom of the 9th inning in game 1. Like I said, we'll be right back here. It's 3-1. Tigers looking to end it when we come back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. We are in the 7th inning of play here. Top of the 7th inning, Washita up 3-1. Last chance for Southeastern. They're down to their last 3 outs. So down to the last 3 outs here. It's 9-1-2. It's Beard, Streetman, and Lambert due up. Melton back out for another inning of work. Melton trying to get the complete game here. If she can get this one, she will get the win. So a tough break there for Jillian Jones as her family's getting everything situated. They're going to go check on her at the hospital nearby as that one's called strike 1. Looks like Maddie Terry. I know they're going to say it's Ryan Rector back in. Yeah. Ryan Rector back in to catch now. Lays down a bunt that will be foul for strike 2. So Ryan Rector getting to catch now for the injured Jones. Melton ahead in the count, 1-2. So Moyer still out in left field. The 1-2. Hit over to Aaron, scooped up. Across the diamond in time over to Miller. Out number 1. 2 outs to go now for the Tigers to tie things up. So the Tigers trying to even the series at 1-1 to force a rubber match tomorrow in game 3. Back to the top of the lineup in Streetman. Streetman is 2 for 3 today, batting .362 on the season. Hit right to Wade for out number 2. Great hit there. Second time she's lined out to Hope Wade today. That'll bring up Lambert. Lambert is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. Tigers trying to win it. Strike one. Milton searching for her third win of the season. The 0-1. Called strike two. Southeastern now down to their final strike. Tigers looking to get out of here with a win. The 0-2. All speed outside, ball one. Trying to get Lambert to chase, but wouldn't go. One to the count. Melton the pitch. Hit up the middle, right to Melton. Melton gets it, takes a step, fires it over to Miller, and that is out number 3. Tigers come back and win game 2 in dramatic fashion there in the 6th inning. But a great job there for Ouachita to even this series up at 1-1. It's a great way to stay with it. A fantastic game there for the Tigers. Like I said, got down early, 1-0, and able to battle right back and didn't allow another run from the 3rd inning. Melton pitched a fantastic game. She'll get the win today for the Tigers in complete game fashion. It'll be her 3rd win of the year. She'll go to 3-4 on the season. It was a fantastic job for Ouachita. The MVP is definitely going to go to Callie Jordan. She drove in every run with 2 RBI doubles. One a single RBI and 1 2 RBI. Both of those doubles, a fantastic job by all the players around, and we wish Jillian Jones the best as she's, like I said, on the way to the hospital, get stitched up on the nose. Like I said, took a foul ball right off the right side of her nose, and like I said, she's going to have to go get some stitches there, and we hope a speedy recovery on that. It's tough to see. Hate to see it especially for a senior here on senior day, but Tigers hold on and get the win. And get the win today to force a series defining rubber match. So it'll be tomorrow, set to be at 11 o'clock tomorrow, but we will see if that's the official time or not, with rain possibly coming in the morning. But it was a great day for Ouachita. So 3 batters for Ouachita had 2 hits apiece. They had all the 3 batters had all hits today for Ouachita. And that was Hope Wade, who went 2 for 3, Madison Miller, who went 2 for 3, and Callie Jordan, who went 2 for 3. Jordan, like I said, 2 for 3, 2 doubles, and 3 RBI. A great day for Jordan out there in the box. Like I said, gets the Tigers the win. They win 3-1 over Southeastern Oklahoma State. They improve to 14-25 and 10-16 in conference play. Southeastern falls to 23-22 and 14-12 in conference play. Like I said, Game 3 of the rubber match tomorrow, set for 11 o'clock. Stay tuned to Ouachita Athletics on Facebook and Twitter, and same for OSDN Media. We'll get you those updates if that time changes. Like I said, thank you all for tuning in. Once again, final score, Southeastern Oklahoma State 1, your Ouachita Tigers 3. Shout out to the OSDN crew today. They all did a fantastic job working. Like I said, working a great job for them coming in to work on Good Friday. Once again, I'm Matthew Branch. I'll be back with you all tomorrow for the final Ouachita home game of the season. Thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, see you tomorrow. You've been watching the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.